Alrighty, locked and loaded. Ladies and gents, massive round of applause to show our love and support for our beautiful couple. And you may be seated. And can we get a special round of applause for our team at the front here that came down, did a good job. Thanks, guys. We got the rings early, but that's not a problem. And thanks, Levi, for the guitar as well. So, we'll get you guys settled. You guys cool? Good to go? Holding hands? Beautiful. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, it is with great pleasure and excitement that I welcome you to the wedding ceremony of Tara and Russ, or depending how you know him, it may be Tara and Clint or Tara and Freddie. He's got 3 husbands for the price of 1 today. No matter which version of Russ that it is, all of them love the Bombers, so I'm going to make sure we've got the ceremony finished before the bounce, even though it's banned today, but he can still check the score updates. They are so thankful that you've all decided to join them today on their special occasion, and while we're sad some people couldn't make the journey, that does mean we have a little extra alcohol just over there at the reception, so we will have a drink or 3 on their behalf. My name is Daniel Delbarella and I'm duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. As you can see, I'm not your typical old lady celebrant, and the bride and groom have heard and approved today's ceremony already. So as you hear the romantic and the funny parts of their story, feel free to laugh along with them, because laughing makes you 70% more attractive to the opposite sex. So Russ must have laughed a lot because he's definitely batting. There we go. We are off. Everyone else just got sexy. In this relationship, Tara likes to think that she has made Russell a little less bogan. But in all honesty, Russ has probably made her more of one. He has, however, stopped calling her a yuppy now that she's moved from the exclusive suburb of Hocking into Wanneroo with him, but this may have changed later, as we're going to hear. Yuppy or not, bogan or boutique, they do have a connection that is dedicated, honest and argumentative, but in a loving and happy way. They love each other beyond doubt. They always aim to make their future together as best as possible and are great at problem solving together, except for solving the problem of getting Russell to cook and eat anything green. Tara is usually the responsible one, but if they have a babysitter and a bevy in their hands, all bets are off. Self-control goes out the window and they're broken suffering for days on end. So we're going to wait until the ceremony ends before we crack any more cans. That said, it's going to be a prerequisite that they do have a drink before the reception, as they both think that alcohol transforms them into the world's best dancers. Rumour has it there's a talent scout for the Dancing with the Stars that's coming to watch Russ a little later on. In all seriousness, they love a good time together and getting lost in these special moments. Getting lost in general is a favourite hobby for these guys. They hate travelling further than 20 minutes from home, but they will do a 10-hour journey to a good campsite. They're happiest when they're away from the hustle and bustle of society, and they love being surrounded by close friends and family, hence all of you being invited to the back of Carramar today. So, how did we end up here? These guys knew each other they knew who each other were before they officially met. Russ's first memory of Tara was from seeing her pop up on Sky's photos on Facebook before encountering her in person. For Tara, it was when she was with Sky at the Wanneroo pub and a group of 5 blokes walked in. Sky has hundreds of epic adventure tales with people, and when she mentioned that she knew them, Tara had to ask for their names so she could match a face to the relevant tall story from Sky. We'll call them skyscrapers. She heard Russ's name and instantly locked it away in her memory because that is also her dad's name. A little while later, as they moved over to sit with him, Russ introduced himself to Tara by saying, "Hey, how you going? My name's Clint." She immediately replied with, "No, it's not, it's Russell." Hashtag stalker. After that, they didn't speak, probably because Russ was worried that, much like the chick from Wedding Crashers, she'll find you. Towards the end of the night, Tara specifically remembers him dancing on the bench seat and thinking that she could never, ever date one of Sky's friends. She was right, she can't date them, just marry them. The second time they met was at the Crown for Sky's birthday. Russ remembers her walking into the room, not Sky, Russ remembers Tara walking into the room looking stunning and noticed that Tara couldn't keep her eyes off of him. Tara reckons it's true. because she remembered seeing him with the happiest and friendliest sparkle in his eyes that she'd ever seen. And Russ assured everyone here that it was just her beauty causing pure love chemicals in his brain, nothing else. And they shared some good banter throughout the night. Tara must have had a few CC dries as she later learned that she had twerked on him in the smoking area, allegedly. They shared their first kiss at some point, so no matter what the luck was on the tables, Russ felt like he'd spun himself a jackpot with Tara. After a fun night together, she opened Facebook in the morning to see a friend request from a guy called Freddie. So, in the space of 2 meetings, she'd met the same guy with 3 names. So it was his actual name, Clint his brother's name, and Freddie his drunken alter ego and Facebook name. So for today's legal paperwork, we're just going to stick with Russell, all right? From that night, they began to see each other, and Tara fell in love with his secret ballroom dancing skills and how he can literally do, fix, or make anything that his temper doesn't get in the way of. The only thing that Russ can't do lately is support a premiership winning team. Russ loves how Tara is so loving and caring. He appreciates how she'll always bring him Panadol, massage his back when he's broken, stock up the VB fridge that she brought for him, and look after him when he's sick, unless it's caused by the VB fridge. Together they have managed to get Russell credit card and smoke free, and he can now always find his way to his bed instead of falling asleep on the grass after a big day at work. Russ thinks Tara is smoking hot and weirdly enjoys the fact that she loves a good argument. It's the first husband I've ever had encourage their wife to actively disagree with him. Most importantly though, he can never thank her enough for giving him 2 beautiful daughters and the family that they have today. It was during labour with both girls when Russ truly showed how much he was there for her. Tara was adamant that she didn't want to have her hair tied up, so the photos didn't come out bad. Now, I'm not sure if hair being tied up is going to be the thing that affects how a labour photo looks. I would have thought that pushing out another human being would do that naturally. However, Tara will never forget that during a contraction she was perched on top of Russ, virtually pinning his shoulders down as they were face to face. Her untied hair now flicked in front of her mouth, and due to her heavy breathing, she inhaled it and swallowed her hair. As she began to dry reach, she realised that she was about to spew all over him, but Russ didn't flinch, and he was prepared to be the puke patch for her. Luckily, Tara didn't yak, but she reckons that was pretty incredible stuff from Russ, bringing the meaning of lovesick to a new level. I've had a lot of ways people know they're the one. That's the first time that story. It's very good. Pregnancy was a big part of Tara knowing that she had chosen the right man for her. Russell confirmed for Tara early on that he was always going to be there for her. They found out they were going to be parents, but not on the first go, and Russ stood by her through every moment. He was supportive beyond measure and somehow kept a strange humour alive in her. Before they knew it, Myra was on her way into the world, with Madeline following closely behind. In addition to that, she remembers early on feeling like Russ was the one and different from the other guys because he invited her to a sleepover on a weeknight. When she declined, due to the fact that she knew she'd be too tired for work in the morning, because she knew she was going to be awake all night because he snores as loud as Clint, Russ and Freddie put together. But being the gentleman that Russ is, he told her not to treat him like a piece of meat, and she kind of liked that. Russ reckons he knew that Tara was the one from the first time he saw her in that Facebook picture. As we heard, he ended up poking her offline as well. But when he got to know her as a person, it cemented it. And most importantly, she knows exactly how to put up with him. So he wanted to make it permanent. He just needed a proposal. Russ decided he was going to propose on their 5th anniversary. So I reckon he's a secret mastermind for sure, because now he only needed to remember one date for 2 big occasions. Genius. He finished work early and Tara dropped the kids to his mum's for the night. On the drive home, she heard 2 songs. The first one was Two Step by Ed Sheeran and You May Be Right by Billy Joel. I think the only time Russ is going to hear those words again from Tara in the future is when she's telling people what her first dance song was. They had a belter of a day together where they first went indoor go-karting and Russ deliberately made Tara smash into the barrier. Wedding Crashes Part 2. They went home for an eye-fill at lunch where they closed all the curtains and lit some candles pretending it was a romantic dinner. They had the rest of the night to do whatever they wanted, so they both agreed that they would definitely not go to the Wanneroo pub. Their mate Stuart from down the road became their chauffeur as he picked them up and took them from a scenic drive around a nearby lake and snapped a picture of them together as they made a pit stop. And he proceeded to drop them off at the Wanneroo pub. After a boozy celebration, they decided to become Wedding Crashers Part 3 and keep the party going at Stuart and Naomi's without Stuart and Naomi's knowledge. Luckily, they were warmly welcomed for some bevies on the veranda, and Naomi played the songs that Tara had told her about on the morning drive. They were having an absolute blast and decided on a majestic ballroom dance together on the decking when their hosts returned to the kitchen to finish cooking their dinner, minus any greens for Russ, obviously. Russ then began to express his love for Tara and told her how he wanted to propose but hadn't asked the date yet or bought a ring or planned it yet, but he was feeling it in the moment, so he asked anyway. Tara immediately said yes and began to cry a lot from pure joy and a little bit from booze. Either way, they were both from and in great spirits, and they went ring shopping the next morning. So, from the crashes at go-karts to the classiness of Carramar, let's make this official. So this is the legal bit I have to say on behalf of the government. Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I'm to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is a union of two people to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life. All right, these are the I do's, so I'm going to just pop the mic in front of your mouth when it's time to say I do. Russ, do you promise to love Tara as much as you love the Bombers? Still give her cuddles in 40-degree heat? Always answer the phone to solve her problems, even if the problem is that she's lost her phone? Always be there to support her and continue to be the crazy, funny and dedicated partner she has fallen in love with from this point forward?
I do.
Yes. Tara, do you promise to love Russ as much as you love an argument? Accept that Russ can't control his snoring, he's asleep when he's doing it. Let him start playing golf on the weekends or watch the footy on his phone, your choice. Try turn your roller coaster of feelings into more of a kiddie coaster of emotion. Always be there for him and continue to be the intelligent, loving and caring partner he's fallen in love with from this day forward.
I do.
Nice. So the next section is the vows. James has already done a good job giving me the ring, so we can give James a round of applause. Good job, buddy. So I'm going to pass the microphone to Russ first. He'll read his vows. Once he's finished his vows, I'll take the microphone and vow book away, and he'll pop the ring on like a finishing move, and we'll clap for public speaking because it's hard. Just hold it up on your chin.
I call upon the people present here to witness that I, Russell Ashworth, take you, Tara Louise Kelly Lindsay, to be my lawful wedded wife. Tara, I love how happy you make me feel and how you inspire me to be a better person. You are supportive, loving and caring. Even after our heated debates, you still make me smile and laugh. I promise to do everything in my power to keep you happy and safe, and I promise to keep you laughing at all my jokes. I will always work hard to keep our love alive for the rest of our days, and I look forward to raising our two beautiful, strong daughters with you, and hope we can teach our dog to be a little bit smarter, like normal, in the near future. I can't wait to continue this life we have together. I love you.
Yep. All right, first one's on. Another round of applause. Well spoken. Good job. All right, we're going to do the same thing in reverse.
I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Tara Louise Kelly Lindsay, take you, Russell Ashworth, to be my lawful wedded husband. You are strong, fiercely determined partner and father. You make me feel whole, safe and confident, and very often frustrated. But I love how you read me so well that mostly you turn my frustration into laughter, and you challenge me to challenge myself. I love how since the day we met, you've never stopped growing as a man. You do so much to show your love, and I see that. We have accomplished so much in 7 short years. I can only put this down to our combined tendency to rush into really big decisions really fast, and then commit to them with a fierce, stubborn passion. I promise to love you each and every day, to lift you up to meet your goals, and to always support your success. I'll always be there when you need me. I'll be true in my words and my actions so that we might only grow stronger together. I might even admit when I'm wrong if you're lucky. I can't wait to go into this next chapter with you, where I know we'll move from strength to strength, raising our beautiful girls and building more memories in our new home and wherever you take us in our camper trailer. I love you so much, and I'm so happy that from today I can call you my husband.
Perfect. 2 locked away. Round of applause for their public speaking, their beautiful vows. Well done, guys. So before they kiss, we're going to ask for the 2 witnesses to come and sign the marriage certificate with them. We're going to complete their paperwork so they can have their first kiss as officially husband and wife. So that'll take like 5 minutes. I'll just play some music underneath while we're signing, and yeah, we'll come back and see these guys hook up in public shortly. So have a round of applause for these guys, for Levi, and for the little support team at the front, and we'll come back and do the kiss. All right, team. With your witnesses.
Move the table.
Yep.
Move the table there.
Yep. All right, have we got all the confetti handed out? Yeah. Alrighty, team. So, in a moment, I'm going to talk about their hopes and dreams, then we're going to see them kiss, and then they're going to make their way down the aisle. But with your confetti, please throw it up and not at, otherwise their photos are like matrix and eyes are all, yeah. So we want it to look good, and then if you want to do another kiss at the end while confetti's everywhere, it kind of looks cool, but it's up to you. All right, then they're going to get their congrats, and I will throw you over. Then they're going to do their photos with the photographer. Did you want to do a group photo? Forgot to ask. Whatever. After? All good. But either way, they're just going to walk down and have a little kiss at the end and say congrats, and then we'll kick off the reception when they come back at about 5 o'clock. Cool? Cool. All right, you guys ready? All right, I'm over here, so I'm not the creepy guy in the back of their photo as they're hooking up. All right. So our beautiful newlyweds are proudest of raising their girls, Myra and Madeline, into the awesome little family that they have now. They've grown together through their most fulfilling and trying periods of their lives and remain dedicated to the girls as well as each other. In the future, they wish to keep building a life for their family, have many more four-wheel drive camping adventures, and buy a place where they can't see their neighbours. They're 120 square metres closer to this with their new place in Hocking, where Tara can now call Russell a Yuppy. So, I'm going to put on a little song underneath so they can kiss like a rom-com, and then we are going to go bananas. Alrighty. So, from your first kiss after a night at the casino to going all in on your wedding day, Russ, I invite you for the first time as a husband to kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding as I present for the first time as husband and wife,